The disaster in Chernobyl was like all around. It just all the radioactive material just got around with the wind, got to Ukraine, like incredible radius. Fukushima, they managed to keep it contained, relatively speaking. I don't think that many people died from that contamination. I think most people but died from the actual like disaster, the earthquake.
So what can you do now to avoid a disaster like that? I mean, natural disasters are bound to happen. Earthquakes, tsunamis, especially like in California, right? We're prone to earthquakes.
Yeah, so California doesn't have too many reactors. They have like 2 currently working reactors.
But like, why can't you design it in such a way where it's not there's no opportunity for this disaster to happen?
So that's when the what we call the 4th generation reactors come into manufacturing, or like they try to get them to get some progress in research in them.
What generation was Chernobyl?
I think it was 2.
And then Fukushima?
3. That's for sure. I'm not sure about. I think Chernobyl was 2, but don't quote me on that. But Fukushima was 3. The 4th one, which are not active yet, there aren't any 4th generation reactors yet.
But they're supposed to be substantially safer.
Yeah,
right?
Substantially safe. Mainly because they use molten salt as the moderator rather than water.
And why is molten salt so much better?
So, first of all, it has a very high boiling point. So water is just 100 degrees. So when you go, when the reactor heats up, it becomes like gas, and gas like build up pressure. And even so, if it goes even higher than that, water can split to hydrogen, and then
that's explosion.
That's explosion. Molten salt doesn't work like that. It has a very high boiling point, so you can get to a very high temperature, and it will still remain in the liquid form. That's one. Second of all, the properties of the heat conversion. So it takes heat. The water takes heat from the reactor and convert it or move it to the steam, and like something needs to take the heat from the reactor and use it for the electricity, right? As I mentioned, first of all, it doesn't boil that really like water, and it doesn't produce hydrogen or gas. It has a better way to convert the heat from the reactor, to take the heat from the reactor and like disperse it elsewhere. And that's why so and then when something happened to it, if there's a fail in the molten salt, it just precipitates a solid and not like make
And how come the generation 3 and 2 did not use molten salt? Is it just a new discovery?
Yeah, it's a new, not discovery, it's a new development. Yeah, molten salt has been increasingly researched, not only for reactors, for a lot of other stuff that I've been doing myself over the years, in a lot of like other fields of science, such as extraction oxygen from lunar soil and stuff like that, which is kind of exciting. But it's been researched in the past maybe 20 years.